surprised they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They go play action with Manning. Trying to bowl his way out. Touchdown, Longhorn! They grab the early lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Poland finds his man on the left. On the move at 30. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They go play action with Russell. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early in.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Arch is going to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's blocked. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's changing the play. Manning. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Right side, it's Bishop. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keep it on the ground. Drag down.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Here's Arts to throw. Out wide right, it's Watt. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Straight ahead, it's Watt. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Give to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle. And those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Manning on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Wingo. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Driving forward, it's Watt. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. calls his own number. Might have a chance. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Gets the back moving. Throwing Russell. A little release to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He's got enough. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Manning. Finds a spot in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Manning to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Play action, here's Manning. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, Manning. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Slings it downfield. Nice play to knock that one down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
Russell from the gun on third down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Quick give. It's Maryland. He's past the sticks. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. Manning with a play fake. Fires to the wideout. Dangerous throw on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Manning from the gun on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Michigan State looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. He needs more from his team in the second half. Even though they've got the big lead, they want to continue to set the tone early in the season that they are a team that can finish strong. He reminded them it's a 0-0 score here to start the third quarter. Despite the big lead, we are not taking our foot off the gas.
Thanks, Holly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Maryland. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Manning from the gun on third down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Arch Madness. Out wide right, it's Maryland.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Look out! Fires to the big fella. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Russell. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
2nd and long here. They'll run it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Whip it out to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Cuts it upfield. It's Maryland. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The handoff. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Sees a crease. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go play action with Manning. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Townsend. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it on the option. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Third and long right here. Leaves it with the back. He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are, and we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points, now add the insult to injury with the pick 6. They have dudes. They have better you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They'll try the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return, he gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is...
He wants to go deep. Catch inside the 25. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot. You see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes, they can't rebound, they can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play, make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
And this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. With the clock running, this should be the final play. these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought